Okay, today we're going to do a little bit of practice with multiplying decimals. Again, make sure you have some scratch paper, take down some notes, stop the video, and write them down as you see the problems. So here we go. Well, first, let's just go through the idea of what we do at the decimal point after we do our multiplications. So on all of these examples, and the answers are correct, we've multiplied with some decimals. We now have to put the decimal in the answer. So you have to remember the rule. After we multiply, we count all the digits behind the decimals on both numbers that we were multiplying. So let's start off over here with the very first one. And we were multiplying 1 and 32 hundredths times 4. Well, there's two numbers after the decimal here. There's no numbers after the decimal on this side. So we want to move the decimal in our answer 2 times. When you don't see the decimal, remember it's always at the back. So we're going to go make two loops to the left. And our answer is going to be 5 and 28 hundredths. We just moved it 2 times. Well, let's look at this example. Now we have 1 and 45 hundredths times 21 hundredths. Again, count. There are two decimals up on this number. There are two numbers after the decimal on this number. So when we get the answer, we're going to move it 4 times. Again, we're going to start back here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The decimal is 3,045 ten thousandths. How am I getting that? Remember, tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10 thousandths. Well, now we have 8 and 4 tenths times 36 hundredths. There's 1 behind the decimal here. There's 2 behind the decimal here. We're going to move it 3 times in the answer. Again, starting at the back. 1, 2, 3. This is 3 and 24 thousandths. Hopefully you're starting to see the pattern here. So on this problem, pretty good size multiplication, but we have one number behind the decimal here and one number behind the decimal there. So when we do go ahead and do our multiplications, at the very end, we count 2, 1, 2, and we put in our decimal point. This answer is 22,721 and 4 thousandths. And here comes a real simple basic one. There's one number behind the decimal here, one down here. We're going to move it 2 times. 7 times 9 is 63. We move the decimal 2 times. 1, 2, put in the decimal point, and this one is 63 hundredths. Well, let's do some actual multiplications ourselves and put the decimal in. So we'll do a couple of quick problems here. Well, let's start off with this one now is, let's say we have 2.5 times 1.2. Now remember, we have one decimal point here and one number after the decimal here. So when we get the answer, we're going to go moving it 2 times. Okay, this is a two-step problem. So to help out with our multiplications, let's make those steps I've shown you in the past if you need them. Step 1 under the 2, step 2 under the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Now we come down to step 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Now we're going to add these all up. We have 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry 1. And we have 3. And basically what we have right now, we're going to move the decimal 2 times. 1, 2. We get the answer is 3. Or 3 and no tenths. Or 3 and 0 hundredths. Let's try a bit of another problem now. We might have 0.37 times 6.1. No problem. We have two numbers after the decimal on this one number after the decimal here. We're going to move it 3 times. So here we go. Again, 2 steps. This helps us with our place value to make sure we're putting the numbers in the right spot. So 1 times 7, 1 times 3. 6 times 7, that's 42. Carry the 4. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 4 is 22. We add this guy all up. We have 7, 5, 2, 2. Remember now we have to move the decimal 3 times in our answer. 1, 2, 3. So our answer here was 2 and 257 thousandths. Okay, so you're going to go to Yakapaka. You're going to see both types of problems we were just working with. We're going to have answers with the decimals where you need to put it in the correct spot. And then you're going to be actually doing some multiplications. So again, this is really good practice for our just regular multiplications and with this lesson, multiplying with decimals. So good luck. Set a goal for 80% and let me know how you did.